concern. I mean, what's it like to be you that first quarter that all of a sudden you get the nod? And Jimbo said, hey, it's something he tells you guys to expect. But what's it like to actually be in that position?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go in knowing you're going to play. You know, obviously being Jameis is back up. You never know, and you just got to be ready.
Was it Coach Sanders that told you were in?
Yes, I believe so.
What's your thoughts right away when he says that? Start warming up? Like,
yeah, he just said get loose, and I knew. I just started to throw, take some snaps with Alec. So that's how I know.
You always go into a game preparing to play, but do you really? I mean, did you prepare for this game?
Especially this week. I mean, we were rotating reps all week, so I still had to prepare like I was starting. But yeah, of course.
And how do you feel like you played, man?
I thought we played solid. They had some good D linemen. They had some good rushes, but I thought the receivers did a great job of getting open, and the line did pretty well too.
What's it say about this offense, the fact that you guys were able to just rebound and turn the ball over 5 times?
Yeah, it was big. I just think the whole game for the team was big, especially having an emotional loss last week and having young kids being able to go out there and basically turn everything around. I think that was a big win for both the offense and the defense, especially after last week.
What's this been like for you to kind of go from starting against Clemson, biggest game of the year, to not knowing your future, to and all of a sudden you find out you're not playing, to now you're playing, and there's again the question mark of what's going forward next week?
Yeah, it's every week that was Coach Fisher thought the game plan was better. They had a better D line, and we thought that get a little more quarterback movement, and that was the decision. But you got to be ready.
How did he tell you? Did he just say start warming up, or you were coming in the game?
When you talk about during the game? Yeah, Coach Sanders just said start warming up, so I started warming up.
It's so easy. Everybody says always, you prepare yourself as if you're going to play. You prepare it. And it doesn't happen. Obviously, it doesn't happen. So is it difficult to do that every year?
Yeah, it's difficult because especially when you put in the time all week and then all of a sudden you don't play, and then that's the tough part. But it's up to Alex. So that's the tough part. But when you do, obviously it's worth it.
How big was that first drive, man?
Yeah, it was.
Team for your
it was big. It was big. It got everything rolling, especially before the half. To get that drive, and then the next one tied up before half. They were getting the ball, so it was those 2 drives were pretty big.
You had a struggle getting the ball to him on the touchdown run, right? You almost had to.
Yeah, I did. I don't know.
Was that him?
No, that wasn't him. That was me. Or I tripped a little. I ended up diving to get it to him. But good thing we did.
Sean, it's been so up and down for the last few weeks. Just kind of, after a game like this, what do you start thinking about, and how do you attack the next week? With so much uncertainty that typically happens.
Yeah, we got to go out next week, especially for these seniors. Send them off the right way. Can't take anything lightly. We got to go out and practice just as if we were playing Clemson, as if we were playing Florida for this week, and get it rolling.
Sean, on the other side, how nice was it every time you went out there, they hadn't scored, the defense shut them out?
The defense played awesome, tremendous. I mean, led up 17 points to that NC State team, and Jacoby's a heck of a quarterback, and that offense was great. And for our defense to go out and play like they did, it was pretty awesome.
Sean, was it any tougher not starting this week than it was when you didn't win the job coming out of preseason camp because you had started the 2 weeks prior?
Yeah, it was. It was tough. I talked with Coach Fisher. It was tough. Especially after the 2 weeks and the emotion from last week with Clemson, and so it was tough. But at the same time, you still got to be ready.
The conversation with Coach Fisher, that comment, do you have any feelings you had, or you still get a little, just upset not being started?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're upset, but at the same time, you got to be there for the team, and just like today, you got 100 other guys that can be counting on you by the drop of a dime. So. You got to be ready.
There was a point where you and Jimbo, after the pick was thrown, you went to him, he went to you. What was that conversation?
Yeah, I threw it away, and the guy hit my arm. He was just he was telling me, obviously, it wasn't open, but just throw it away sooner. I waited for the guy to get too close to me, and I had the right idea of throwing it away, but I just got to make that decision a little quicker.
One more question for Sean.
Sean, do you ever think about what would happen if you started the whole season? Do you ever wonder about the success you probably had?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it. You think about it, but at the same time, there's really no point to think about it. We're here in week 11, so we got to worry about the next 2 weeks.